What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. Today's video, we're going to talk about the potential Pokemon Legends ZA trailer we may see this Sunday at the closing ceremonies of Pokemon Worlds. And honestly, there is a pretty decent shot that we will see this occur. There isn't a lot going on with the mainline games right now. We haven't heard much about Pokemon Legends ZA. And Pokemon Worlds is the next biggest Pokemon event that's happening, and I think it's about time we hear some news. So we're going to cover everything that we might potentially see within this next trailer. And of course, guys, if you like my type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. So diving right into it, I do want to say I don't think we're going to be seeing the release date for Pokemon Legends ZA here. We covered this last week, but to reiterate that the Pokemon TCG may be hinting at a later 2025 release date for Legends ZA. And essentially the reasoning for this is because the Pokemon cards are always correlated to the release of the games. So like Sword and Shield, essentially when Sword and Shield came out, the Pokemon cards came out within 2 weeks. Same thing pretty much happened for Pokemon Legends here. It came out about 2 weeks after as well. And then with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it came out like a couple months after that. And we already know what the TCG sets are for 2025. We know in January, we're getting a new TCG set that is going to be featuring Pokemon and their trainers. And then we're getting a Team Rocket set as well. So it looks like the earliest that we'll be getting Pokemon Legends ZA is going to be around middle of 2025. So probably May, June will be the absolute earliest, leading up to a maybe December 2025. So it's second half 2025 game. And I'm going to assume it will be launching on the Switch and a release on Nintendo's new hardware, supposedly the Switch 2, which will release sometime in 2025. Now, what do I want to see from this trailer? Well, I want to see what the starters are. So this theory is just super interesting. We know the Legend Arceus starters are Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Oshawott, and each one of these starters are paired with another starter in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Indigo Disc DLC. So Cyndaquil is paired with Torchic, Rowlet is paired with Snivy, Oshawott is paired with Piplup. So the rooster, which is the national French animal, so that would represent Blaziken. So Blaziken could definitely be a starter, right? And then looking at Superior, it has the Fleur de Lis, which is the French royalty ever since the Franks united under a single ruler, King Clovis I. So Snivy could very easily have the starter role for the grass types. And then I think the most obvious is going to be something like Piplup, because Empoleon literally is Napoleon. Empoleon, Napoleon, same thing. And we know the Kalos region is France. So these are the most French starters possible. I do think it's going to be a lock on these three. And I'm assuming they're going to get a new regional form to them, maybe a Mega Evolution. Yeah, Blaziken already has a Mega, but that doesn't stop it from getting a second one. Charizard has 2 Megas. Mewtwo has 2 Megas. Why can't Blaziken get a second Mega? So I can see all these Pokemon getting some sort of Mega Evolution or some sort of a regional form within Kalos. And I think that'd be really sick. And I honestly think this is a great starter trio. You can't really go wrong with picking any one of these. Now, what about the Kalos starters? Well, I think the Kalos starters will be getting Mega Evolutions. None of them currently have Mega Evolutions at all. There is Ash Greninja, but that is a form change, a special form with Battle Bond. So I do think there is room for a proper Mega Evolution for Greninja. And this is some fan art here by Helio Art. And I thought this fan art was pretty sick. So we got Mega Greninja with adaptability, which would be freaking OP. Then we got the Mega Delphox here with Psychic Surge, which would be a great ability for it. Personally, this is a very interesting interpretation of what a Mega Delphox would look like, but I do like that it has the mage crown on, so I think that's actually really cool. Sort of reminds me of Elden Ring here, so that's actually pretty cool. I really do like this design on it. And then we got Mega Chestnut, which is freaking sick. Has a massive great sword on it, has this big burly beard, has this massive like great shield as well. Full paladin on Pokemon. I actually think this is sick. And also the ability stance change would actually make this Pokemon incredibly amazing. So that would be a massive buff for Chestnut. I really hope, you know, we get something along the same lines as this Mega Chestnut, because I think this Pokemon looks absolutely phenomenal in general. Now, here's a confirmation list of all the Pokemon we know that are currently coming to Pokemon Legends ZA. There's a couple of Pokemon missing on this list, like we know Ariados is going to be coming to the game. That was in the trailer. Esper was within the trailer, which is not on this list. But this is a decent amount of Pokemon, a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon listed here, which means there is a lot of potential for some of these Gen 1 Pokemon to get a Mega Evolution, because you know a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon get some sort of new form or Mega, and it seems at this point there isn't too many Gen 1 Pokemon that really need a touch. I also think, you know, there is not a lot of Gen 6 Pokemon. I think those are going to get some Megas as well. But starting with Gen 6 first, I do think that we're going to get the fossils here with Mega Evolutions. I think Tantrum and Aurorus 100% deserve getting Mega Evolutions. I think these Pokemon are absolutely badass and cool. And I think, you know, Aerodactyl got a Mega. Why can't these fossils? And they're just really cool. And, you know, maybe give them a new type change, a new ability, and they could be really sick in general. Like Steel Dragon on Tantrum would be freaking sick. And then maybe like Ice Dragon on Aurorus to make it a little bit better too. Now, here's some fan art of the Mega Trevenant, because I love Trevenant. This Pokemon is just one of my favorite Gen 6 Pokemon, one of my favorite stall Pokemon. And yeah, it just looks pretty badass. I just love how the spirit is sort of escaping its body. This is just an absolute amazing fan art. And of course, we got a shiny of that. Now, lastly, I do want to see some old Gen 1 Pokemon getting Megas. And what Pokemon would I want to see the most? I want to see Nidoqueen and Nidoking get something. I really want to see these two Gen 1 Pokemon get something out of all the Pokemon on this list. However, there's some other really good options. I think Mega Golduck is something that we can definitely be getting. Mega Dugong could absolutely be something as well. I don't think we would see a Mega Dragonite, but that would be sick though. That would be really sick to get another, you know, Mega Pseudo Legendary. I think that would be really sick. They just haven't been really touching Dragonite. They've been ignoring it for a very long time, so I wonder what they're saving it for. But the Pokemon that absolutely probably needed the most, I think Golduck and Dewdong needed the most. I would also see Seaking probably needed the most too, and maybe Hypno. They're all in that same tier of sort of bad Pokemon. But my personal picks would be a Mega Nidoqueen and Nidoking. We haven't seen these guys in a minute in these games, and they're some of my favorite Pokemon designs in general. And, you know, it is France, you know. They had kings and queens at some point. So it'd be really cool to see like some royalty aspects going to Nidoqueen and Nidoking in a Mega form. But let me know in the comment section below what new Mega Pokemon that you want to see, maybe just from Gen 1 or other gens. I mean, in general, I do think Gen 1 and Gen 6 would be getting the most love here. But hopefully this new trailer shows us some new Megas. I know everyone wants to see Mega Flygon. I want to see that too. And hopefully it does happen. But will we see in the trailer this Sunday? Hopefully we do. Anyways, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and catch you guys next time. Peace out, and have a good one.